าญ
เฮ้ยกูรำคาญไอ้นี่กูรำคาญเพื่อนกูมากกว่าศัตรูอีก
อ๋อ
มันเล่นเซฟจังเลยอ่ะมันมีวอร์ดหรือนะมีวอร์ดงั้นหรือทำไมมึงถึงแบบเหมือนรู้ถึงการกระทำของกูเลย
คิดว่ากูไม่น่าเดินคนเดียวหรือเปล่าโอ้ยต้องตี
รอเวล6เดี๋ยวกูวาร์ปขึ้นมาช่วย
โอ้ย
โอ้โหแล้วทำแล้วมันจะขึ้นเนี่ยตอนเนี้ยกูต้องมานั่งไก่ว่าทำแล้วกูจะมีไหมหรือไม่มีหรืออะไรยังไงวะ
กันไกรตะไบ
I officially have all of my supplies.
Excellent.
Did you get what you needed for your sister?
I did.
So I suppose the world is our oyster now. Let's see what else we can get up to.
เงี้ยได้เลยโอ้
เราพร้อม
แบบกดคิวแบบพ่อมันตายเลย
รีบฮ่า
เอ๊ะโรโน
What fire?
Yeah.
โรโน
Draw it away from the buildings! Away from the village!
โยนแม่งเลยเอาเดี๋ยวดูเขาคนนี้เดี๋ยวดูเลย
มึงไล่ต่อยมันตามไม่ทันโอ้
ไปเล่นเลยปุ๊บเลยว้าวเลย
กูลากไม้พันเกียร์ทีเดียวรถเลย
ตายไหมไม่ตายแล้ว
เฮ้ยจะตาย
รอดได้อย่างเดียว
ได้ไงวะ
Are we weakening him at all?
Keep at it. We'll wear him down eventually.
เย็นดาเมจไม่พอวายดาเมจต้นเกม
What was that?
A taste of his own medicine.
Nicely done.
เปิดช็อป
Levioso.
กดเกียร์เซฟปุ่มเกียร์อะไรไหมมันอะไรจะโอ้ยนี่โอ้มิสแลชจะนัดแม่งเดินเพื่อกดอันนี้ใส่แล้วก็กลับไปด่าจัด
ตีบอลแล้วทำบอลไปหลักทีมก็ไม่ได้
สวย
That's right, you lumbering lout.
He's faltering.
A few more hits to do the job.
Levioso.
Confringo. Levioso.
Goodness, a second troll. Did you two take on a fully grown troll by yourselves?
I
suppose so. It's all a bit of a blur, to be honest. Merlin's beard. Are you all right? We are. And we were glad to help. I'd say help is a bit of an understatement. Nerve like that. The makings of an aura, if you ask me. If you are unharmed, perhaps the two of you wouldn't mind helping me put a few things back to where they were. Of course, officer. Singer. Officer Singer. And thank you, again. Pero. Good as new.
Oh, hello there. A moment if you would.
I'll go and see what he wants.
One last thing for Officer Singer to worry about. Lucky they didn't do more damage.
เอาแม่งโดนก๊อปแบ็คโฮเอาโอ้เดี๋ยวลาก่อน
เท่เลย
อุ้ยเฮียเอาอิสระเดี๋ยวดิ
แม่งก๊อปแบ็คโฮไปอย่าง
เฮ้ย
ตัวเท่จังวะ
Revelio.
เท่เลย
หรือใครโอ้จักรนัดอุ้ยวิ่งเร็วใช่ไหมเฟดบูธ
Oh, nice to see you, my young friend.
กูเร็วกว่า
ไล่ที่อะไรโอ้
กูตามพึ่งTranquility Boost ไม่กลับบ้าน
อุ้ยเหี้ยเยอะจังมีตั้ง
Reparo.
เบอร์เกอร์เฮอร์ทรี
Levioso.
กูโดนก๊อปไอ้ฮะถ้าไม่โดนก๊อป
Lumos.
เคตีป้อมกูฟรี
ตอนนี้กูไปไล่นี่ดีกว่าอันนี้กู
Mr. Hill was just singing your
ข
praises.
อไอ้เหี้ยนี่ดีกว่าขอชิโดฟรีเนี่ย
ไปชาร์ลฟรี
Hello, sir. I don't believe we've met.
Allow me to introduce myself, Augustus Hill, clothier extraordinaire.
เหี้ยอะไร
I should like to thank you for your remarkable bravery in fighting those trolls, and not to mention your help restoring Hogsmeade to its rightful state.
I was happy to help.
ฟ้า
Frankly, you deserve an order of
ไม่มี
Merlin.
ทั้งอันเลย
But I can offer you something
ไอ้เหี้ยแล้ว
much more useful. I own Gladrag's wizardware, and among my inventory are some unique items that afford certain protections, as it were. Life-saving protections. And as I suspect this won't be your last dangerous encounter, I'd like to give you one such set of robes. In thanks for what you did today.
ไม่เป็นไรพี่มีกูรีแพร์ป้อมได้ซ่อมได้ซ่อมได้
Thank you, Mr. Hill. That's very generous of you.
It's the least I can do. Now, let's try this on for size, shall we?
มันได้อะไรไม่ได้
ว่ากดละกินคีบมันจะได้เงินกับ EXP แต่แนะถูกกันละ แนะนำว่ากดใส่คีบใหญ่คีบป่าตัวใหญ่เพราะว่ามันคูณ EXP มันแบบคูณเป็นแบบคูณเป็นเลขเลยคูณ EXP เลย
เอ็นเชียนได้อะกดใส่เอ็นเชียน
ไม่ได้กดใส่ได้แต่คีบปกติแต่ว่าอุ้ยเหี้ย
ตาย
แต่ว่าแบบเงินมันได้เท่าเดิมนะแต่ EXP มันจะได้เยอะตามความเก่งของคีบเก็ดแม่อะไร
I suspect you have a sharp eye for
ปัดหน้า
fashion.
แม่งกดสกิล
I'd say we've earned a butterbeer or two, wouldn't you?
I sell even more battle-worthy items. Should you be inclined, you're most welcome to peruse my shop at your leisure.
เหมือนเมื่อกี้จะเป็นว่า
กูอยากมีฟิกเกอร์
ช่วย
กูไม่ได้อัพส
แด
กิ
ง
ล
เจอร์
เราก็
Assuming it isn't utter bedlam in there, you might even meet Sirona, the owner. She's a good one to know.
อนิเมะบริหารข้อมือที่คุณไม่เคยพลาดคืออะไรโอ้ย
You said you could get to the Chog when they came to Hogsmeade. That all you needed was a distraction. I gave you a distraction.
I just watched a student take down your distraction. Who's this child? What are you not telling me?
All you need to know is that if you cannot get to the child, then you have no value to me.
ชี้ให้ดูเนี่ยตัวเนี้ยก็ได้มึงกดเนี่ยกดคลิกซ้ายดูที่กดใส่คีย์อะมึงก็ดูว่าเวลมันเท่าไหร่เนี่ยไอสับปะรดนี่แม่งเวล 5
Did they see us?
I don't think so.
What was that goblin doing with Victor Rookwood?
Ranrock is working with
ประกันป้อมไม่ใช่
Rookwood.
ฟรีนะ
The goblin from the Daily Prophet. I knew I'd seen him somewhere. Quickly, let's get inside the 3 broomsticks.
เฮ้ยกูไม่ได้เล่นตัวกระจายคนมานานแล้วพูดยาก
It's a treat to see you, Lord Gok. I shall let you know if I hear anything.
Thank you, Sirona.
You be well.
โอ้
ยิวป้อมอ่ะ
กูฟาร์มเอเชียนก็ได้
ยื้อ
Now, what can I... Oh, There's a face I haven't seen before.
It's my first time here.
Welcome. Butterbeer's on me.
ไม่กดอะไรวะ
Heard about the attack.
เฮ้ย
I shall be looking in on
อย่า
the other
ทำกันเลย
shopkeepers and residents
ใช่
shortly.
โปร
Glad to see you two escaped
ไหว
injury.
ดูดิ
Thanks to this one. Single-handedly took down a
ไม่รู้ว่าเด่น
troll.
กว่า
Is that right?
อืม
Well done
ไม่เป็นไรปล่อยมันไปเลย
Thank you for this.
รอ
My pleasure.
AFK ฟาร์มรอ
I will say,
ฟาร์มก็พอละ
trolls
เหมือน
in
ที่เจะต้องปีน
Hogsmeade.
บอกเลยสบาย
That's never happened before.
เดี๋ยวกูก็กดฮิว
That's
ป้อม
not
ไปเลย
right. The only brutes we usually have to deal with are...
ก็ประมาณนั้นแหละมันทำอะไรไม่ได้ฮะ
Oh,
ชา
time,
โด
name.
ฟินแม่งกาก
พี่ศิลา
ไอ้ร้านทาร
Was
อน
that
ด้วย
Lodgok
มี
I
ป่ะ
saw leaving just
ไอ้
now?
ร้านทารอนหรือเอาเป็น
Your clientele's not what it used to be,
เอานั้น
Serena.
เลย
Not to worry, Victor.
โอ้ยเหี้ย
Once the
อะไร
two
เนี่ย
of you leave, the caliber of my clientele will greatly improve.
ไอ้นอนทารอนมึงกด
I wouldn't
มึง
do
กด
that
มัน
if I were you,
กดใส่คีย์
Theophilus.
ป่า
Come now.
กดใส่คีย์ป่า
No need
ทำให้
for
มันแบบล
theatrics.
ดพลังชีวิตมึงก็จะ
I'm
ฟาร์ม
only here for this one anyway.
My friend is enjoying a well-earned butterbeer.
Only want a quick word.
Perhaps you didn't hear me.
เป็นไอเทมช่องไอเทมไม่ได้อะ
มันคือไอเทมคีย์ป่า
I said, my friend is busy.
กูเบื่อไอ้พวกนี้ว่ะ
One would think you all had enough bloodshed for one day.
อะไรวะ กูเล่นยังไม่ถึงนาทีแม่งขี้แพ้
Come, Theophilus. The Three Broomsticks isn't what it used to
เพื่อน
be.
มาช่วย
อ้าว
Let's take our galleons elsewhere.
ถ้าต่อไปต้องเอาคอมไปไหม
ไม่
Can't
เกียร์
drink butterbeer
แม่งกดติด
forever.
ตามเย่ แม่งกดติดตาม โอ้
อ๋อไทยเล่นอะกูตายแล้ว
กู
อะ
บอกเลย
Seems you've made an unfortunate enemy. Watch your back. Rookwood and Harlow are worse than any troll you might encounter.
Trolls, Ranrock, and Rookwood? What are you not telling me?
I promise to tell you everything. But it's perhaps best I do that later.
And on that note, I think we should head back to the castle.
Revelio.
I'm certainly glad Serona was there. Told you she was one of the good ones.
I can see that. She didn't seem at all intimidated by Rookwood and Harlow.
I think you'll need to tell me why Victor Rookwood has you in his sights. But we can talk later. For the moment, we should return to the castle. Professor Weasley's certain to hear about the troll attack soon if she hasn't already. Don't want to risk another detention for getting back after hours.
อันนี้อยากจะไปเรียน โปรเฟสเซอร์บอกให้มา Yes,
And another, yet another inflating charm.
Revelio. Handy resource indeed, your field guide. Reparo. Revelio. Professor, I'm glad to see you.
And I you. Thank Merlin you're in one piece. I heard about the attack. Trolls in Hogsmeade?
Sir, the trolls were wearing armor. It had that dark glow, like the dragon collar.
Goblin silver! Ranrock used it to control the dragon. But how? And why send trolls to...
They were there because of me. I overheard Ranrock talking with Victor Rookwood.
Ranrock was in Hogsmeade? With Rookwood?
The trolls were Ranrock's distraction so that Rookwood could get to me. And he would have, had Sirona and the patrons at the Three Broomsticks not intervened.
This is grave news indeed. If Ranrock's goblins and dark wizards are after you, they want what we found in that vault.
Speaking of the vault, do you think that Ranrock is working with any of the goblins at Gringotts?
I do not. Gringotts goblins aren't typically the friendliest of beings, but they have a great deal of integrity. No, I dare say after what happened to that poor banker, the goblins at Gringotts are no followers of Ranrock.
They're after the locket. You said you discovered something in it.
Yes, yes. I discovered an inscription. When I read it aloud, this map appeared. Clever enchantment. It's a map of Hogwarts, to be sure, but I do not know where it leads.
It leads to the library. The restricted section, to be precise.
I suspected you would see something.
Shall we go?
I appreciate your enthusiasm, and I'm eager to discover what we may find there as well. But if our experience at Gringotts, let alone what happened to Miriam, taught me anything, it's that the path we're on is terribly dangerous. I'd like you to work with Professor Hecat a bit before we continue.
But sir, how dangerous could the library be? Perhaps we're only after a book.
Perhaps we are only after a book, but we should be prepared for anything. Once you've honed your defensive magic further, come and see me. I'll let Professor Hecat know to expect you.
Revelio. What are you up to now? Revelio.
I'm here about the new spell you wanted to teach me, Professor.
Good. Professor Fig indicated a certain urgency to you completing your defensive magic assignments. As such, you are to learn Incendio, the fire-making spell, handy for lighting torches, burning away spider webs, and, when necessary, defending against those who would wish to do us harm.
Sounds versatile.
Quite. But before we get started, I'd like you to complete a few tasks. You may be surprised by some of them. Astonishing how much students don't think their professors know. When you're finished, come and see me. Then we shall begin working on Incendio. You know where to find me once you've finished.
Seems Crossed Wands isn't as secret as it's believed to be.
คือเอาหน้าใช่ไหมครับอะไรคอสฟอร์ดเป็นซิกเรตนะครับแต่ว่าเกิดอาจารย์จะรู้แล้วว่ามีท็อปนี้อยู่ก็เลยตัวละครเราเลยบอกว่าที่มีสิ่งคอสฟอร์ดจะเป็นซีเครตคือประมาณว่ามันไม่น่าจะเป็นความลับอีกต่อไป
Accio. Revelio. Reparo. Levioso.
Ready for another round?
I think so. We shall see who shows up.
There's no one in the school I'd be afraid to duel.
Reparo.
I know, Sebastian. I know.
Not sure what I did to deserve that.
Glad you're back.
Hello, Lucan. Is the next round of Crossed Wands all set?
Why, yes it is. I've got a great match lined up. Ready for another round?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Brilliant. Are you dueling with a partner?
I'll be dueling solo.
Then let's get to it.
Ready to get thrashed?
Apologies in advance. Potato!
Is that all you've got?
Levioso.
Levioso.
Potato.
Come on.
Levioso.
Don't shy away now.
Stupefy.
Levioso. Give him what for?
Revelio. Accio. Stupefy. Levioso.
Act like a winner.
Stupefy.
Mine's the one. Potato.
You're better than that.
Levioso.
Stupid one. Accio. Levioso.
There goes your wager.
Stupid one. Levioso.
Levioso.
Kindly set me down.
Accio.
What a duel. Bravo!
I gave it my all.
You did indeed. The other duelists have already taken notice of you, but after that last round, they'll really have it in for you. You'd better keep practicing if you want a chance at winning, or at least surviving the next round. I'll let you know when we're ready. Hope to see you then. The next round is for all the gobstones, so to speak.
Revelio.
You could have gone a bit easier on me.
Seems I'm out of the tournament thanks to you.
Perhaps I should stick to potions.
Hello, Lucan. May I use the training dummy?
Of course. I'll fetch it and give you a list of combinations to practice. Ready to have a try now?
That would be wonderful.
Be sure to cast all your spells before the dummy lands. If you need to stop practicing before you finish all of them, let me know.
Accio.
Excellent form.
Levioso.
Nicely done.
Levioso.
That was something.
Levioso. Accio.
Good one. I'd say that's enough practice.
Thank you, Lucan.
I say better to discover one's weaknesses during practice than during a duel. You'll be a fearsome challenger now.
Assignment's all finished. Protego.
May we talk about this?
It's not the written exam that worries me with herbology, it's the practical.
I trust Mr. Brattleby was able to accommodate you and that you found success in your endeavors.
Lumos. Revelio. Levioso. Reparo. I finished all of the tasks you gave me, Professor Hecat.
Glad to hear it. Then you should be ready to learn Incendio.
Should be, Professor?
Yes. I'm sorry to say I visited enough careless colleagues at St. Mungo's to assure you that fire is a fickle servant. Your spellcasting has impressed me thus far, but please maintain focus. I would rather we not end today's lesson with your robes aflame. Let us begin. And remember, focus on the proper wand movement. Concentrate. and keep your wand steady.
Incendio.
Good work. Feel free to practice in the classroom before you go. I've set up a few targets for you.
Incendio!
You're getting it. Keep at it. And do try not to incinerate yourself.
Accio! Levioso! Incendio! Incendio!
Setting things ablaze is certainly cathartic, isn't it?
Incendio! Levioso! Accio! Incendio! Levioso! Accio! Incendio! Levioso! Accio! Incendio!
Incendio. Levio.
She was humming again.
Oh, that's why you were so long.
Revelio.
Hello there. Perhaps you can help me.
Hello. Were you calling me?
I was, yes. Thought you might be interested in joining me for a bit of an adventure. Following a treasure map, to be precise. Slight respite from battling the odd troll, I should think. Asked Poppy if she'd be interested as well, but couldn't drag her away from her puff skein. I found 2 maps lying about, both leading to locations around Hogwarts. Care to have a look at one?
Following a Hogwarts treasure map. Count me in.
Wonderful. Hogwarts fascinates me. You can keep whatever treasure lies at the end of your map. I'll be satisfied just knowing where it leads.
Very well. I shall take a look if I can find the time.
Fair enough. Meet me back here if you find anything.
Revelio.
Accio.
What have you learned?
Hello, Arthur. What was it we were going to do?
We were each going to follow a Hogwarts treasure map. I'd suggest you start looking near the Defense Against the Dark Arts classroom.
My parents were thrilled to hear that.
Revelio. Accio. Incendio.
Ah, there you are.
Hello, sir. You'll be pleased to know that I worked on my defensive magic with Professor Hecat.
So I hear. She tells me you've taken rather well to your new wand. You must continue to work with her and your other professors to improve your skills. That said, I don't wish to postpone our visit to the library any longer. So, shall we proceed?
Fig! I have work for you. Come.
Headmaster, I'm with a student and my schedule
Your schedule will wait indefinitely, as will your student. I would think that after all the trouble you caused me with Osric, you'd be eager to make amends. My office, 5 minutes.
That man is exasperating. Unfortunately, our trip to the restricted section will have to wait a bit longer.
But, Professor...
We have no choice. It would be unwise to provoke our illustrious headmaster further. I shall find you when I've completed whatever toils I must endure.
หนังคือบรรยากาศอยากจะเข้ามามันเขาชื่ออะไรนะไปเลย
Incendio. Sebastian mentioned sneaking into the restricted section. Perhaps he'll have an idea. Sebastian, there you are.
There you are. You promised me an explanation for what happened in the Three Broomsticks. Not many students have Victor Rookwood's attention. What was that all about?
Seems he's working with Ranrock. And Ranrock is after something I found at Gringotts.
Ranrock? And when were you at Gringotts?
Professor Fig and I ended up there after the dragon attack. It's quite the tale. Fig had this portkey.
A portkey? To Gringotts? I'm not sure I follow.
I barely follow myself, and I was there. Anyway, we ended up in an ancient vault where we found a map. That map leads to the restricted section.
You can't be serious.
Deadly serious. Professor Fig has insisted that I not tell a soul about any of this. I've probably said too much.
Understood. Your secret's safe with me. Whatever it is.
Thank you, Sebastian. You mentioned being clever enough not to get caught in the restricted section.
And I am. Meet me outside the library tonight. And tell no one.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll meet you later.
See there? That's the door we need to reach. And those annoying prefects would love nothing more than to rat on us to Scribner, so don't let them see us. Understood?
I can be sneaky. Let's go.
Hold on now. There's a spell you should know. The Disillusionment Charm. Good for getting places you're not supposed to be. Cast it and you'll appear as little more than a trick of the light, just as long as you keep your distance and stay quiet.
You mean I'll actually be able to turn invisible?
Something like that. It's not as foolproof as a cloak, but those are expensive. And spells are free. Give it a try. I'll be quieter than a jobber knob. The librarian's still here. Quick, behind the bookcase.
Damn. You told me the librarian would be gone by now.
I said usually, but it'll still be all right. Do you see her desk behind me? The key is in the drawer of that desk. Now, here's what we're going to do. I'll create a distraction to draw her away. You focus on getting the key. I'll meet you outside of the restricted section.
Wait, why do we need a key? Isn't there a spell for this?
Alohomora. That's how I always used to get in. But the librarian twigged that I knew the spell and cast an anti-Alohomora charm on the lock. So now it's just this key. But don't worry. I said I'd get you in, and I always keep my word. Trust me.
Is someone there? Is that you, Peeves?
The key. Here it is.
Goodness gracious, what a mess!
Oh, that one's charmed to look more useful than it is. It's fooled me twice.
Revelio.
Never judge a tome by its cover, I say. Ghost, don't let her see you. Should be in the clear now. No need for us to be skulking about.
So what is it you've been looking for?
I'm looking for a cure to help my twin sister, Anne, so that she can return to Hogwarts. Because Merlin knows everyone else has given up.
Why do you think you'll find a cure in the restricted section? Does the Hogwarts matron have nothing that can help Anne?
No! We've tried everyone from Nurse Blaney to St. Mungo's. But I can research on my own. No need to concern yourself with that right now. Let's focus on what you're after. Which is what, precisely?
I'll know it when I see it.
You're being awfully cryptic.
Revelio.
Secrets of the darkest arts. I'm impressed.
We must remain unseen.
Accio. Levius.
Revelio.
Who have we here? Sebastian Solo and his new little friend. Out exploring where they shouldn't be. Naughty, naughty. You'll get caughty.
Peeves, don't
I'm
you...
going to tell. I'm going to tell. I'm going to tell.
Oh, blasted Peeves! I've got to stop him, or at least get to the librarian with a good excuse for all of this.
Wait, I don't want you getting into trouble for me.
I have a way with the faculty when it comes to disciplinary matters. Besides, I like having friends who are in my debt. Now go. Good luck in your search. Now, where has that damned poltergeist got to?
I know just the spell to repair this armor. Reparo. Revelio.
Revelio.
Of course. Traces of ancient magic. There must be more to this room. That's it. Revelio. Where might this lead? Revelio. Hero. Ha. Revelio. Reparo. Lumos. Levioso. Accio. Levioso. Ah, I need to wake up that rune over there. Lumos. Revelio. Revelio. Not surprising. Guards at the ready. Revelio. Incendio! Levioso! Tego! Revelio. Accio. Levioso. Incendio. Revelio. This must be the way forward. But to where? Revelio. Lumos. Lumos. Revelio. Revelio. Nearly there. Best keep my wits about me. Incendio! Revelio. Accio. Levioso. Incendio. Protego. Stupefy. Incendio. Stupefy. Levioso. Protego. Levioso. Accio. It is a book after all.
You wanted to see me? Headmistress Fitzgerald? Professor Rackham?
Miss Isadora Morganach, welcome.
Professor Rookwood? Professor McCaw?
We understand that you are adjusting well to life at Hogwarts.
I am.
I am glad. Especially in light of your unusual situation, starting as a 5th year.
As it happens, I was also admitted to Hogwarts as a 5th year. I've never heard of another like us.
Miss Morganach, when we spoke yesterday after class, you asked about the beautiful swirls you saw years ago when we visited your hamlet.
I recognized you all immediately. I cannot thank you enough for what you did.
We were glad to help.
And yes, I did see swirls of magic everywhere that day. My father insists it was my imagination running wild, but it was certainly real to me.
It was not your imagination.
Percival, Professor Rackham can see them too. But we've never known of another who could.
I don't understand. What are they?
The whispers or traces that appear when a particular form of ancient magic is wielded.
Ancient magic?
Few are capable of wielding it. Hogwarts itself is a stronghold of ancient magic.
So if I can see traces of ancient magic, does that mean I can wield it too?
With the proper training.
But let us not get ahead of ourselves, Miss Morganach.
Before I can train you to wield such magic, You must first master all that Hogwarts has to offer.
A magic this powerful can do great harm in the wrong hands. It must be wielded by a select few. As such, we ask that you not speak to anyone about what we have discussed here today.
Sebastian.
Sneaking in the restricted section again! I had thought we were through with this mischief. Clearly detentions are insufficient. I'm afraid I must take this to the headmaster.
But that being said, Peeves informs me that you didn't come alone tonight. If someone has coerced you, I would have you tell me. You're a bright boy. Don't waste this.
There was nobody else. I came alone.
Oh, Sebastian. What will your uncle say?
Incendio!
You cannot be serious. Goblins working with Rookwood? Makes no sense.
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Incendio!
Unorthodox?
Leviosa!
It's inconceivable.
Lumos.
It's... Ah, Fig. You have a visitor. I'll see what I can find out.
Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after. Incendio!
What? That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section, as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look. Oh dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us. Still, I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive. Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
In second, they were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain. Now I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions. There's more to magic than spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're gone.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return. Oh, and don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
Meet me in Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible. I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
Professor Fig and Weasley have asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell. Please complete the assignments I have given you, and then proceed to see me in my classroom.
Revelio. Lumos. Incendio. Lumos.
Future champion coming through.
Hello, Lucan. Is the final round of Crossed Wands ready?
Big match today. It all comes down to this. The moment that we find out if your training and dedication is enough to win it all. Ready for a shot at glory?
I certainly am.
Brilliant. Are you dealing with a partner?
I'll go it alone.
Then let's get started.
We can make this a real victory.
That's the spirit.
Potato!
Accio. Protego.
Is that all you've got?
Incendio.
Oh,
Leviosa.
there goes my wager. Protego.
Leviosa.
Mind the one!
Accio. Confringo. Protego. Leviosa.
You're better than that!
Accio.
Act like a winner!
Protego.
Leviosa. Accio. Stupid.
Don't tear away now.
Incendio. Confringo. Stupefy.
Fringo.
Come on. Levioso. Stupefy.
Gonna do more damage.
Oh, they made a crap's breakfast.
Yes, I'm ready.
Protego!
Levioso. Confringo. Protego. Stupefy. Stupefy.
Protego!
Incendio. Levioso. Accio. Protego. Stupefy. Stupefy. Levioso. Accio. Stupefy. Levioso. Protego. Stupefy. Accio. Stupefy. Levioso.
Fringo.
Accio.
You're better than that!
Incendio. Levioso.
Levioso. Protego. Confringo.
Accio. Levioso. Protego. Incendio.
Ugh.
Some big hits that round.
Oh.
What a victory! You've won the tournament!
It was mostly luck, that's all.
Please, you wouldn't have got this far on luck alone. Now, to the victor goes the prize! And so it is my great honor to present you with this simple yet elegant token of supreme dueling accomplishment.
I'm flattered, but I don't deserve such an honor.
Come now, you're the undisputed winner. You should revel in your accomplishment. Now that we've definitively crowned the tournament winner, I suppose I should get back to my schoolwork. Wonder how my herbology plants are doing. I haven't tended them in ages.
Hello, Lucan.
Excellent idea.
Actually, I might come back later. Hello, Luke. That'd be brilliant. Accio! Incendio!
Next time, perhaps.
Accio! Incendio! Levioso!
Excellent form.
Incendio!
Nicely done!
Accio! Incendio! Levioso!
Keep trying!
Accio! Incendio! Levioso! Accio! Incendio!
That's it! Impressive wand work. I'd hate to face you in...
It was only...
True, but it's a difficult dummy. Seriously, well done. Even...
เฮ้ย
คือตอนนี้ประสบปัญหาใหญ่มากตอน
ไม่
แบบ
จะไม่มีใครเอาไปในท้องนั้น
ไม่ฉันจะไปขี้
ถวย
ฉันว่านะว่ากินชาเย็นลิตรหนึ่งน่าจะไม่ใช่ว่าไอเดียที่ดีเท่าไหร่
A rhinoceros skeleton.
กินข้าวเย็นไม่ได้แน่ด้วย
Revelio.
เดี๋ยวนะ
Lumos. Revelio.
It's a historical public square
Prepare.
in Macau. It's now poised over your starter. Unique pavement. The square has been an important spot for event and government activities since the
Revelio.
Portuguese first came. Today is a lively place for local visit.
Revelio.
Ha. Good man.
There's the fountain. I'm getting closer. The Daedalian keys are back. Aren't they brilliant? Revelio. Accio. This stairwell looks promising.
You're brave though, aren't you? I've seen you in herbology.
This looks like the portrait from the map. Now, where's the treasure? Aha! There was a doorway hidden within the portrait. I wonder what came of Arthur's search.
Our neighbor at home knows someone.
Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos.
What does the ministry require?
Accio! Levioso! Revelio.
I've been tempted to say I lost my wand.
Made any progress with your treasure map?
Hello, Arthur. Thought you might like to know that my map led to a doorway hidden within a portrait.
Oh, how clever! Mine led to the boathouse. Barely found the treasure before I saw the headmaster coming. He shooed me out of there, but not before I got a few galleons richer. What did you find?
I found what I believe is an authentic historian's uniform.
Oh, that's lucky. Seems as though we both had success. Glad I enlisted you to join me. Well, on to the next Hogwarts mystery. Wonder if a quick rummage round Weasley's office might yield anything interesting.
Arthur VI tried conjuring a pillow.
You can't
Is she growing Punja's onion again?
Good morning, Professor Garlick.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacula than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug. Quickly! Place your mandrakes in the new pot and pat down the soil! The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. Now, for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting.
I wonder if hippogriffs like knotgrass.
I do wonder about Professor Fig. He's hardly ever in his classroom.
Yes, Professor?
Firstly, well
Strange.
done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
I'll say, I nearly went deaf.
Well, yes. Of course, the cry of a mature mandragora can be fatal, so remember to keep those ears protected. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful. A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's fancy.
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class. Once it can be harvested, your dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you.
I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there, but your lead. Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian! And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant. Here we are, home of the Chinese... Go on. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest.
I'm sorry. What do I need to do?
Garlic said she wanted you to have a go at tending the cabbages. Give them some time to chomp and whatnot. Nothing to it, really. Just toss some of those Chinese chomping cabbages out. You'll see fairly quickly why we call them that. Look at that! They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that'd have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but... well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
Trust me, Leander. I was imagining it the entire time.
You were? I mean, of course, you're, not someone to be trifled with. I see that. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we, probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
Revelio.
And with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon hide gloves.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Hope those mandrakes are really relishing their new pot. Only cost me my damned hearing.
To make anything grow, we must first understand it. That goes for plants as well as friendships. Kindness and concern are as necessary in the greenhouse as in the Great Hall.
on another adventure, are we? Imagine solving a riddle that I mentioned.
Shouldn't there be auras or someone from the Ministry guarding the school?
Professor Black would never allow that. It would make him look completely incompetent, which he is.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wiggenweld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wiggenweld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wiggenweld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin. Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous. I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippins, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time around.
Professor Sharp.
Professor Sharp must have learned a lot during his time as an Auror.
Fine job brewing your first Wiggenweld potion. But there are many potions yet.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
Yes, but why does that matter to you?
Brilliant! And it matters because you can be a part of something truly creative. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you. Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. But she can't be everywhere. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
I don't know, Gareth. I don't want to get on Sharp's bad side.
You won't. Fooper feathers aren't that valuable. Sharp won't even miss it.
Very well, I'll bring you a Fooper feather.
Brilliant! Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
Your potion should not be that color. A well-prepared witch or wizard always has a few potions on hand.
Here's the Fwooper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you! This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Edurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
Should you chop the dittany or crush it? The wrong answer could result in the unfortunate loss of your eyebrows.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and... That's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to... Ah!
Gareth! Not again.
Oh, the smell.
Dragon dung! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again. Mr. Weasley...
I was impressed that you were able to answer Professor Sharp's question about the Wiggenweld potion.
Oh, you're the new student. I've heard much about you. Thank you. I'm Amit, by the way. Pleasure, truly. And I've never seen anyone brew such a flawless Wiggenweld potion on their first try. Well done.
I'm glad I was able to get it right the first time.
You must simply have a knack for potion making. Some students seem so confounded by potion recipes, it's as if they're written in gobbledygook. A fascinating language, by the way. Neither here nor there, really, but I am a self-taught speaker. Merlin's beard, good conversation is the enemy of free time. I must return my book, Gateway to the Far Stars, before my next class. Speaking of stars, we'll be in astronomy together. You'll love it. Professor Shaw is firm, but quite clever. See you soon, no doubt.
I brewed an Edurus potion, as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
I'm sorry, Professor. I was merely trying to help a friend.
Taking responsibility for one's actions does go a long way with me. I shall assume that you've learnt a lesson. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical, given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all. I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
My aunt says I should get to Hogwarts.
Levioso! Revelio. Levioso. Accio. Levioso. Accio. Levioso. Accio. Levioso. Incendio. This looks intriguing. Lumos.
It is good to see you, my friend.
Hello, Natty. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. I was there, and I saw what happened with Rookwood and Harlow at the Three Broomsticks. I have been worried about you.
I'm all right at the moment.
If you don't mind my asking, why were they looking for you?
They want something that Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts.
When were you at Gringotts?
Just before we came to Hogwarts. In fact, it's why I was late to the sorting ceremony. A portkey brought us there after the dragon attacked our carriage.
What on earth?
There's one more thing. It's a bit odd, if I'm honest. Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient magic.
What does that mean?
I'm still learning, but I can see traces of it. And I've cast magic I can't otherwise explain. I know that's a lot to absorb.
It is. And I will have more questions. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us. To all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. Everyone has been talking about you defending Hogsmeade from that troll attack. And I shall never forget watching Serona stand up to Rookwood and Harlow in the Three Broomsticks. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matibililand. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Good. Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair. And you should know that Rookwood is in league with Ranrock.
I had heard they were seen in Hogsmeade together. All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit. Try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right. But how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
I beg your pardon! How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here? Revelio.
I never thought Ramrock's loyalists would go this far.
Pardon me, is everything all right?
Hardly. I've just lost my business and almost my life. You'd best look elsewhere for wares. I've nothing to sell now. I never thought it'd come to this. Be on your guard. Ranrock and his loyalists will spare no one.
They attacked you.
Oh, Ranrock has no patience for goblins who won't join him. While I too would like to see goblin kind treated by wizards as equals, bloodshed is not the answer. When I said as much, they turned on me, struck me till I nearly passed out. Took my carts, my belongings, even that which is most precious to me, my paintings.
I'm sorry this happened to you. I shall certainly keep an eye out for your carts.
That is very kind of you, but I think they took them to their camp southwest of here, just past some ruins. Too dangerous to try and retrieve them. I did enchant the carts to return to me if I ever lost them, however. Slim though the chances may be, I'm holding out hope that some of what was taken is returned to me. It was nice meeting you. I wish it had been under better circumstances.
Revelio.
But, Mummy...
After what Ranrock did to that goblin banker at Gringotts, I shouldn't be surprised at what happened to Orn.
But you should see them, Mummy. They're beautiful. These horses with wings.
Oh, that's enough. I'm too tired for your stories today. You stay right here where I can see you.
Hello, sir. What do you have for sale?
I hope to see you again sometime.
Accio. Levioso. Tego. Stupefy. Levioso. Accio. Incendio. Incendio. Revelio. Levioso. Accio. Incendio. An encampment. This must be it.
I deserve better than patrol duty.
Looks as if there's more than one way to enter.
We should have killed that traitor arm when we took his cards.
Any who oppose will run rock. Very well.
How many of you are there?
How nice of you to stop by. Someone out there? Ah! Who's there? I know you're here somewhere.
Accio.
Let's get this over with. Wait, I'll find you.
You won't get away with that.
Not quick enough. Prepare to surrender. Losing your stride.
Incendio.
Pity, not quite. Your spells glance off of me.
Looks as if there's more than one way to enter. How many of you are there?
One less human to worry about.
Why am I always on patrol? It's a waste of my skills.
Hello? Where did they go?
Subtle little moon cup. Oh, that was meant for me.
They were just here.
Stupefy.
Can't handle a little altercation.
Easily diverted.
This is where you will fail.
You can't stop us.
Accio.
Arn will regret not joining us.
Levioso.
If he doesn't come round now, he'll be made even more of an example.
Protego.
I've been fighting since before you were born. Not quite.
You're really not very good at this, are you?
Protego.
Was that your best?
Levioso.
Stop avoiding me! I won't rest until dead. Much too slow. Not quick enough. Predictable. You won't stop me. I don't think you know who you're dealing with.
Accio. Leviosa.
I wonder how long I'm supposed to do this for. Isn't it? Huh? You're so very weak. What an unfortunate disappointment! But this is sad. Really, it is. And us!
Accio.
What are you doing?
That was quite something. Now, to Freon's carts. Quite an enchantment. The carts are returning to Ron. Levioso. Incendio. Accio. Leviosa. Incendio. Arn, I have good news. Your carts are on their way back.
I don't know what to say. Any hope I have of getting my belongings back was quickly fading. Ramrock's lot called me a fool for believing in the good in wizard kind. Thank you for proving them wrong.
I managed to free your carts fairly easily.
Oh, I'm glad you're all right. Oh, I can't wait to have my things back, especially my paints. You know, you've inspired me. I've been dealing with witches and wizards for years, and we've always got along just fine. Perhaps my next piece will be a tribute to all that is good between us.
What a nice idea, Arn. I wish you luck with it.
Oh, I can't wait to get started. Thank you again for all you've done. All the best to you. Once my carts arrive, I'd be happy to show you my way.
Lumos.
They must have come this way. Think!
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be serious.
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stupefied!
Your life ends here.
Accio! Incendio!
What's happening? You will not survive!
Leviosa! Incendio!
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes. Halt! Tiger! We can hold them off!
I'm not going anywhere with you.
You'll take this student over my dead body!
No! No! No!
You're going to regret that.
Accio! Incendio! Lumos.
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why two Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
You're a researcher?
Nora Treadwell at your service, historian and archaeologist specializing in Merlin's work and life.
Merlin? Of the legend of King Arthur?
The very same. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the center. That started me thinking, what if...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the center of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honors? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis. I brought a trunk chock full of Mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the Mallowsweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground.
Lumos.
Each trial has these features. Place the Mallowsweet on the swirl, and we'll see what happens. My word! Did you see that? The vines disappeared!
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I am curious about these pyres.
Incendio!
Merlin's beard!
The flames make the pyre sink. Revelio.
Merlin's beard! How beautiful!
What a day! I can hardly believe it.
I take it we can call that a success.
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require Mallowsweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you. And do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
Yes.
Might I beseech you for some assistance?
Hello. Can I help you?
Oh, thank goodness. Yes. My name is Grace Pinch Smedley, of the Bath Pinch Smedleys. I was hoping someone would come along soon. I was about to defy my father's wishes and would never have forgiven myself. You see, I need to retrieve something from the bottom of the lake. Might you be the one to help me?
Diving into the lake sounds like an adventure. Tell me more.
Splendid! Precisely the response I'd hoped for.
What do you need help retrieving?
Years ago, my grandfather, who fancied himself quite the astronomer, set sail from Hogsmeade Station for what was meant to be a quick stargazing cruise with my grandmother.
They never returned.
I'm so sorry. What happened to them?
We can't be sure. We only know that neither they nor their boat made it back to shore. They were presumed drowned. Father was so distraught that he forbade our family from setting foot on or in the Black Lake ever again. A treasured family astrolabe vanished with them that night. If you could dive down and retrieve it, I may be able to bring my father some peace.
It sounds dangerous, especially for something of mere sentimental value.
I understand. But I'd be forever grateful. Of course, you may discover much more than the astrolabe. Anything else you found would be all yours. I've cross-referenced the vessel's last alleged location against the lake's topography, depth charts, and tide schedule. My best guess is that it's just over there, about a furlong from the dock. It would be wonderful to have my grandfather's astrolabe back.
Greetings, young Slytherin. Scrope knows about the old book you found for Professor Fig. Scrope can help you. And you can help Scrope. Get to the courtyard past the pendulum. If you don't know it, you'll see it easy enough. And don't tell anyone what you're up to. Especially Professor Black.
Scrope? Who is Scrope? Revelio. Levioso. Incendio. Accio. Levioso. Revelio. Accio. Levioso. Revelio. Accio. Levioso. Accio. Pumpkins. Oh, I think I know just the place. Levioso. Accio. Lumos. Revelio.
Put it back.
Revelio.
The valley.
Down to the water's edge. This had better not be a trick. Revelio. Accio. Accio. Lumos.
Thank you for coming all this way. The name's Scrope. Scrope serves the headmaster. Been in the Black family for years. Apologies for the abundance of notes. Scrope wanted to be sure you weren't followed.
What's this all about? Your notes mentioned the book I found in the restricted section.
Scrope can tell you more in exchange for your help, but no one, especially the headmaster, can know.
Happy to help, especially if you can shed light on the book.
Scrope is grateful. Scrope's late mistress, Apollonia Black, may she rest in peace, was a student at Hogwarts over 50 years ago. Before she died, she spoke with passion of pages ripped from a book. Scrope suspects she took them to her private grotto. She was delirious at the end, poor thing. Mistook belladonna for elderberries. Scrope tried to warn her.
I'm sorry to hear that. But how do you benefit if I find the pages?
Scrope believes that a treasured Black family ring is also in the grotto. Scrope wishes to give it to the headmaster. Apollonia forbade Scrope from entering the grotto long ago. Scrope continues to honour her wishes. Scrope would not dare ask a student for help, but when Scrope learned you were looking for those pages, Scrope thought you might also find the ring.
It seems this may help us both. I shall do it.
Scrope is relieved. Scrope hoped the young Slytherin would be willing to help. Take this toast to the grotto just down the coast and place it on the pedestal there. Good luck. Scrope will wait right here for you. Best of luck.
And what was it?
Scrope would never...
It seems this may help.
What the fuck?
Potato! Accio! Potato!
เต็มครับ
Levioso! Incendio! Levioso! Levioso! Accio! Levioso! Incendio! Accio! Incendio! Levioso! Lumos. Incendio.
quên trong lòng bạc kia. No.
Why would I need a piece of toast? I suppose that's where it goes.
Could it be? A visitor? Oh! Ah! Ooh! Ah! The name's Richard Jackdaw. I was a student, just like you, about a century ago. How in the world did you find this place?
A house elf named Scrope sent me. Said I might find a black family ring here.
Ah. Sorry to say, I sold the ring a long time ago. Poor Scrope. Still holds a candle for Apollonia, I reckon. Can't say I blame him. I stole all these treasures just to impress her. Alas, 'twas to no avail. I thought a secret map I pilfered from Peeves would pique her interest. But she simply rolled her eyes. What would I want with yellowed old pages torn from a book? Not my finest moment.
I'd like to have those pages if you don't mind.
They're not here. I thought if Apollonia wasn't interested in the map on the pages, perhaps it would lead to something that would intrigue her. So, I followed the map to what I can only describe as an enchanted cave of some kind. And you see what happened next? Here's an idea. Why don't you meet me at the edge of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll show you where to find the pages.
I suppose if that's the only way for me to get those pages, I'll meet you at the forest.
I'm sure the pages are still tucked in my waistcoat. If you don't mind the sight of a, well, my decapitated skeleton, they're yours for the taking.
A map. It doesn't appear to be connected to the missing pages. Best hang on to it for now. Hello, Scrope. Thanks to you, I was able to enter Apollina's grotto. The toast was the key. I met a ghost there, Richard Jackdaw, who's agreed to lead me to the pages I've been looking for.
That boy was never good enough for Apollonia. Oh, what of the Black family ring?
I'm sorry to say that Jackdaw sold it long ago.
Sad news indeed. Scrope shall need to think of another way to impress the headmaster. Well, Scrope takes some consolation in knowing that the young Slytherin found what they needed.
I did. Thank you again, Scrope. You're a credit to House Elves.
cái này là chỉ cần ngồi với được gọi em là đời vào màชั่วโมงเดี๋ยวจะมา ทีนี้ก็จบลงแล้วคุยกันนะครับคุยด้วยกันคือรักกัน